There we are. We back again. It's the Yeah, Buddy, I Told You So podcast. I've been telling you all these things that's been going on through training camp, whether you listening to me or you're not. But here's the great thing about it. Training camp is over. The season is ready to start. So I hope you got your seat belts buckled up. I hope you got them strapped on because it's going to be ready for a ride of the season with the Dallas Cowboys. You know, the biggest surprise with the Dallas Cowboys coming out of training camp is why did we keep Moses Smith? I mean, somebody just got to make me understand. The guy, he was a body in training camp. He didn't really show any true type of improvement, but that's the biggest surprise I got. Why did we keep Moses? But another big surprise that the Cowboys did, they kept Houston, that came out of Jackson State, the defensive end, formerly of the Detroit Lions. That was a great pickup. Oh, and Houston is a beast on the end. You got to give it to him. Y'all didn't pay attention too much to Houston because y'all was focused on the Michael Parsons drama. We'll talk about that later on in the show. But the thing about it is, Houston at defensive end is a tremendous pickup. And I know people don't pay attention to it because they're so busy on, like I said, focusing on Parsons. And why they're going to be focusing on Parsons, you got Dante Fowler Jr. finna step up. And the next thing you know, you're going to see that man named Houston. Just keep that name in mind. Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys got somebody that's probably going to put a little fear in a couple of people. So understand this. Don't count the Dallas Cowboys out because you think that Michael Parsons is not going to be there. We got y'all on the ropes of a number one drama show here in Dallas, watching Jerry and Michael go back and forth. But we got to go to who's been cut, who's been waived, who's been released. Finally, one body that I know that got cut or waived, Deuce Vaughn. I told you guys the whole preseason, or should I say training camp, Deuce Vaughn in the Cowboys backfield, not only was he the slowest, yes, and also the smallest. And that's the thing about it. Where could he fit in? You couldn't put him at tailback because you're going to put him at tailback. You might as well put Cavante Turpin there. You put him at slot receiver. Don't put him at slot receiver. You might as well put Cavante Turpin there. That's the thing about it. We got Turpin for those situations. Then we got Javonte Williams. He's going to be running back number one. I think we kept Miles Sanders. Also, we drafted Blue out of Texas and my guy out of Clemson, Phil Maffa. See, that's the thing about it. We kept those guys intact in our backfield. That's what's going to make the Dallas Cowboys dangerous, Sugar Ray. I'm just trying to tell you. They thinking about Dak in the passing game. They have not paid attention to the offensive backfield. Yeah, you want to think the preseason plays that we ran, they were vanilla. You thinking we're going to open up the can of worms so you guys can take a peek at what the Cowboys got? No. As Lee Corso, who's retiring, would say, not so fast, my friend. Shout out to Lee Corso. You know, the Cowboys also released offensive lineman Cecil Collins. Lael Collins. Sadiq Charles. They also released the cornerback from Bossier. I can't pronounce his name, but they also let go of a special teams guru in CJ Gooden. Not so sure of that. Who's going to replace CJ on the special teams gunman? You know, it's a lot of people the Cowboys kept that were good. Also, we traded a few people. Mr. Porter, we even made a trade with the New Orleans Saints. We sent you guys Asim Richards, the tackle. Well, he's versatile because he can play center, tackle, and guard. So, but the thing about it is, We made a trade with the Saints. You finally caught up with the show, Pooh. I appreciate you for showing up. What's going on, Deron? I mean, we'll talk about the Saints, but even though there's not much to talk about, it's not you guys' fault. No, your front office sold you guys a wet banana. You didn't draft anybody worth selling tickets to. Bottom line, you had a chance to draft Shador, whether or not he was a fifth-round pick or not. You had your chances. At least Shador would have sold tickets so people would come in and see. You guys can't even, you guys are one of the only team that has not selected a quarterback one. You got Spencer Rattler and you got Tyler Shaw that y'all fighting over. Why? If you would have drafted Shador, or if you would have traded to get Jameis Winston back in New Orleans. Now, I'm going to bring Winston back up in a little bit because that's one of the people that I want to talk about simply because we need a quarterback number 2. You know, don't be just here for the updates, Pooh. You know how your team go. And that's the thing about it. The Saints had a chance to make a difference. You got Alvin Kamara down there stretching that man out. That's the only offensive weapon that you have. Don't say Olave. Olave had to play in the third quarter of the third preseason game, or the final preseason game, shall I say. So the Saints are definitely, I'm not talking about you. I'm telling you the truth. Look at your record. Tell me where the Saints will get their first win. What's going on, Dirty? What's going on, Marcus? Y'all stay tuned. I got a lot to talk about, even with the Chicago Bears. But the thing about it, count the Saints' wins. Or shall I say, tell me when the Saints will get a win. Not making fun of your team. I just want you to tell me what you see. Who's your wide receiver number 1? Who's the guy you guys traded from Denver to pick up? I mean, you made a lot of noise, but you didn't get anybody. And that's the thing about it. They took you guys off of prime time television for a reason. And I think they're going to take the Indianapolis Colts off of prime time as well, because you guys are going to be battling for Arch Manning. That's the topic. Arch Manning is who you guys are being focused on, simply because you didn't draft a quarterback this year. In Indianapolis, they got a quarterback fight. Well, I ain't going to say fight. They gave it to Daniel Jones, who got released by the New York Giants. I can tell you a lot about Daniel Jones. He's totally trash. But they put him at quarterback number 1 because they don't trust the guy that they drafted out of Florida. See, a lot of the controversy that y'all didn't really pay attention to, now you're seeing it. It was all covered up by the Jerry Jones drama. Yeah. I'm going to ask you, if you mad with me, honestly speaking, if you got a problem with me and me and you are at heated, well, I'm telling you to shove the contract up your ass, excuse my language, but that's what he said, even though he didn't say it, or tell you to just don't call me anymore, how you going to be taking pictures with my mama and my mama smiling? You see, that's what gave it away, to let y'all all know. Then Jerry shot a shot in there. Michael, why Michael not on the field? Oh, he wants some money? Yeah, it's the shot that Jerry took. That's what let me know it's all a game. Jerry gets another Academy Award for leading everybody on to wake up at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, and the Cowboys are the topic of conversation. That's the thing about it. Tahisha, you're right. David is a damn good agent, but David just joined the Jerry Jones show and realized Jerry Jones is full of. I'm going to just be honest. Jerry's full of it. That's why the players now are accustomed to the Jerry Jones training camp show. He did it with Zeke. He did it with Dak. He did it with Sedarian Lamb. So why not take a shot at Michael Parsons? He's going to be here for a while. And Michael Irvin even said, sign Parsons for a 10-year, $450 million contract. That sounds big on paper, don't it? If you break it down, if they do that, it's actually a team-friendly deal, just like they did Pat Mahomes. Nobody's talking about the Pat Mahomes contract. Why not? Because y'all don't understand it. It's a contract where they can move Pat money wherever they want to, load it up on the front at times, pay him at times in bonuses, but they got him for 8 years to where they can toy around with their money. Signing Michael Parsons for a 10-year, $450 million contract is not absurd. It's something to think about. It makes a lot of sense. He will not only be the highest paid player, non-quarterback, get all the guarantees, he get all this money, and it's going to be spread out over 10 years. And the great thing about it, Tahishi, Davis' name is going to get even bigger due to he just held on and played Jerry Jones's game. That's all you got to do. Why Dak hasn't got any rest? Hey, Mr. Porter, I'm really going to tell you something. Hold on, let me take my glasses off. I have no earthly idea why Dakota Prescott has not taken a preseason snap. That kind of upsets me because Dak does not have the ability to turn it on when he wants to like Pat Mahomes. He's not Mahomes. He's not Brady. I am, can I say pissed off? It's my show. I am pissed off that Dak did not take a preseason snap. I don't care if CD and them didn't take one. But Dak, I needed you to get some reps. You missed the entire second half of the season last year. You hadn't had no game time action, but we're going to go up to Philadelphia. Yes, and I called it out, y'all, because that's my Cowboys. And I said that we're going to put on a show. But Dak, you got me in question, bro. What's going on, Bambino? You got me in question simply because you're right, Reggie, Mr. Porter. Dak didn't take a preseason snap. Training camp is against training camp players. And another thing, how I know it's all a game, Michael Parsons is the type of player that when you tell Michael Parsons don't attack the man in the red jersey who is your teammate, who is quarterback number one, Michael Parsons don't care. Like he told Dak last year, we need to act like this is a game time situation. I'm coming to get your ass. Well, it's a good thing they didn't have Parsons in there this year because Parsons would have hurt some people in training camp. Yeah, what y'all don't know, Parsons was working out at night, not on camera. So when he do sign the contract and Jerry makes the headlines again, Parsons going to be ready to go at the snap of the ball. I mean, I don't know what y'all thought Parsons was not going to fight for his money or put up a show for his money, but that's what he was supposed to do. It's the Jerry Jones circus, but you guys keep falling for it. All Jerry want to do is to have the camera on him. I broke it down to you last week and the week before. Did Jerry talk at the Super Bowl? Nope, which he normally does. Did Jerry talk at the combine? Nope, which he normally does. Did Jerry talk at the draft? Nope. So Jerry been saving all his energy for training camp because that's when the focus was going to be on him because he knew he had the biggest free agent to extend this summer. And it's still going along. They got to make up other stories to create about the Cowboys other than the Michael Parsons situation. But that's the thing about it. And then here's the greatest thing about training camp, or shall I say entering into the season. The Cowboys coming in healthy. Diggs will be back. Bland will be on the other side. The only one we missing, the only one is Agent Zero. And when Overshawn come back, you can guarantee the bottom line, He gonna be on that ass like white on rice and a paper plate in a snowstorm. I'm just letting you know. And then we're gonna work our first team in. Y'all keep worrying about CD and Pickens. They healthy. Ferguson coming into camp in the season healthy. Dak is the only one I have a problem with because Dak, you missed the second half, the latter part of last season, most games last season. You haven't taken a snap. That's the only thing I'm nervous about, guys. Don't fault me. It's the truth. You know, closed mouth don't get fed. But it's the truth. Do you think we still need a linebacker? No, Mr. Sawyer. No, we're great at linebacker. We're great at linebacker is not a problem. The only problem the Cowboys have right now, that I'm going to tell you before we go to a commercial break, the only problem the Cowboys have is why do we keep giving Mozzie Smith a jersey? And I'm going to be back in about 45 seconds, guys. There's a commercial break coming up, and I'll talk to you shortly.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Brooks, your mortgage broker. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, upgrade, or refinance, I make the process simple, fast, and stress-free. I have several lenders that I partner with. And what does that mean for you? Low rates, fast closings, and most importantly, someone who picks up the phone. I will be with you from pre-approval to closing. So contact me today. I'll be more than happy to help you get in your home. Number is 318-394-1406. Oh, and then I failed to mention, my average close time is 12 days. That's right, 12 days. You can be in your home in less than 2 weeks. Give me a call today.
All right, I want to send a shout out to my other sponsors, Mr. Jeremy Brooks. I want to thank you for that. If you're looking for a home, guys, and you're on the fence, give Jeremy Brooks a call. He's the mortgage broker. Now, also, here helping me out pay the bills. We're going to send a shout out to, let's see here, who we got coming up here. Shell Williams of Custom Pleasures. If you want a money bouquet, if you want a custom fan, if you want shirts for your reunion, class reunion, church organizations, or anything, maybe you want to take a family vacation, you want vacation t-shirts, give Shell a call there at Custom Pleasures. At any time, however the order size is, Shell will get it done. Personalize your security today. Upgrade your detail. If you need someone to be hand-on-hand, aggressive, attentive, ready to take care of you, give Derrick Cheney a call at 713-205-0914. He's your personal security guy. Give him a call today. Derrick is waiting on you. Can't sleep at night because your back hurting, your neck hurting. You've been working out all day. You don't have the proper sleep that you're getting on a nightly basis. Give Jalen Ferguson a call at Alpha Performance and Wellness. Jalen would even come out to your home. He's a family guy, great guy to meet. And if you need the help with your body getting back into position, give Jalen Ferguson a call today. Now, we talked about Jameis Winston. I don't know who can hear me. Michael Irvin watches my show or somebody else watches my show. Tell Jerry Jones to go trade for Jameis Winston. I cannot make it with Joe Milton III. I don't know why y'all thought Joe Milton III was going to challenge Dak Prescott at quarterback. How? Please tell me. He has no awareness. He has no touch on the ball. Outside of Dak not taking any preseason snaps, I'm scared of my quarterback too. I don't know how you guys feel. If Dak get hurt and we got to rely on Milton, we're screwed. I'm just going to be plain and honest. We're screwed. Joe Milton does not satisfy me at quarterback number 2. I'll promise you, I'm in favor of trading for Jameis Winston. I don't care how he want to eat the eat the W's or whatever. He a player. He can come in and give you a couple of games. If it's just giving Dak a break or filling in for Dak, hopefully he don't get injured like that. Winston can do it. Our offense would definitely be with a lot of motion because we got so much speed. See, that's the thing about it, Jimmy. The speed that the Cowboys got on their team. Y'all thinking about CeeDee Lamb. Y'all might be thinking about Jaden Blue. Maybe think about Javonte Williams. That man named Cavante Turpin out of Neville High School in Monroe, Louisiana, a la TCU. He's the fastest man in the NFL. And once you send Cavante Turpin in motion, you got everybody, even the cameraman, moving because you never know what he's about to do next. Now you got him in motion, then you got Pickens on one side, and you got CD on the other side. Uh-oh. Not to mention we in 12 man. That means we got 2 tight ends. What you gonna do? It's called pick your poison. So yes, motion will be heavily in effect this year with the Cowboys. That's why we didn't show we was vanilla through the preseason. We ran the same preseason plays from 2 years ago. See, I watched Cowboy football. We ran the same preseason plays that Cooper Rush ran 2 years ago. Why do you think Will Grier stepped in and knew the plays exactly? Because he's been the backup 2 years ago on the Cowboys. So our offense is going to open up like a can of worms. And the ass whipping is coming behind that because a lot of people are once again counting the Dallas Cowboys out. Why? How do you give Washington Commanders a head start because they got Jaden Daniels? Not so fast, my friend. Once again, another shout out to Lee Corso. Philadelphia, just because they won the Super Bowl, we don't care. We definitely not worried about the New York Football Giants. Notice all eyes when you wake up in the morning, again, to turn on your TV, they're on the Dallas Cowboys. We are America's team. And that's the thing about it, whether you like us, love us, or hate us. That's who we are. Now, it's some veterans out there that the Cowboys still need to attack. Stephon Gilmore, we need to give him a call. And there's a tackle in Chicago that was coached by Eberflus that was released. So, what's his name? Zach Pickens. So we may have a George Pickens on one side of the ball and a Zach Pickens on the other side of the ball. It's just getting some veteran players on the Cowboys at depth because we need it. So that's why, no, we don't need the linebacker help. We need defensive tackle help because I am definitely not sold on Moses Smith. Now, we can talk about Shiloh. Shiloh got screwed. Bottom line, that swing was an open hand. It wasn't a closed fist. And an open hand swing in the NFL, they don't get you ejected out the game. But they got that man kicked off the team. Now, Shiloh gonna one day be a special teams fanatic because that's where he need to go ahead and, shall I say, work on his game on special teams because in the NFL, he doesn't have the safety skills. Now, the new age safety skills, the old age, where you just sit back and run up and knock the snot out of somebody, that's Shiloh. But you got to be able to read now. That ain't Shiloh. So that's why I think Shiloh's going to make a great special team player. Now, whether it's been the NFL or the UFL, Like I said in a message on a post, since they're struggling with Shador and the struggling with Shiloh, why not make Shiloh and Shador the face of the UFL? Is nothing wrong with that? Why not make Shiloh and Shador the face of the UFL? Bring back Kaepernick. Bring back Cam Newton. Cam still got it. Y'all just look at Cam. Cam is a freak. Cam is a 6'5" stud that just dressed funny. But he walked away from the game. He can still play. Why not make a player like Shiloh and Shador the face of the UFL? It'll sell tickets. I know I made the comment in the during the draft. I made the comment that uh Shador was going to end up the quarterback of the Arlington Renegades. It almost seemed like that before Cleveland traded away uh, Pickett, but it kind of made it right because if Joe Flacco go down due to old age, they're going to put Joe Flacco at the back of the bus. They're going to move Dylan Gabriel up and they'll move Shador up. But y'all get mad at me. Did you hear what Ryan Clark said of ESPN? Shador Sanders would never start an NFL game as a Cleveland Brown. He said that. There ain't nobody jumping on Ryan Clark case, but y'all talk about me when I talk on Shador. But it's okay. That's how it is. Now, back to the Cowboys. Jerry has so much drama going on. It gets everybody involved. That's why this past week, the Cowboys documentary was really one of the top Netflix shows of the year. See, it drove more money in for Jerry. Jerry got everybody focused on him and Michael Parsons going back and forth. Get used to it. Now y'all got to wait for the next year's drama to come about. What's that's going to be about? We don't know yet. But you can bet your bottom dollar in the next few days, Michael Parsons will have his name signed on the dotted line. Now, confidence. One thing the Cowboys got to go into this season having is confidence. Because that's something they really hadn't played with in a long time. You know, they used to say the Cowboys were trying to hold on to the coattails of what the old Cowboys did. They were, and I think that was due to a lack of confidence. But confidence is what the Cowboys were lacking. Confidence is what the Cowboys have to go into the season showing, simply because it's a new age. It's a new era. It's something that the Cowboys could show America. That's the difference in the old regime versus the new. And the thing about it, I truly believe the Cowboys will come in with a lot of confidence, hoping it's not just drama filled. Because Dak is coming back off an injury-laden season. He want to show America he's still that all-pro quarterback, the $60 million man. Show me, Dak. I said it. Simply because your ass didn't take no preseason snaps. Show me. I don't care because you're a veteran. I was proud of I was proud of the Cincinnati Bengals. They're already a step ahead of everybody else in the NFL. They are. And now they don't sign Trey Hendrickson. They got everything coming together. That's what I want to hear of the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I want to hear that's coming from the star. Not no more Michael Parsons drama. Because America gets sold on that drama. You know, you thinking that Michael Parsons was going to get traded? Make sense of that. There was no way Michael Parsons was going to get traded. But it made headlines. Exactly what Jerry wanted to do. Now, in other NFL news, before we wrap this up, quarterback battles across the NFL. Not only in Cleveland do we have a quarterback battle going on, not only in New Orleans do they have a quarterback battle going on, but right there in New York City, they got a quarterback battle going on. Nobody's talking about it. Jackson Dart is giving Russell Wilson hell. So the New York Football Giants, you may have a new starting quarterback come the second game of the season. Because I don't think they're going to hold on that Russell. I don't think they're going to let Russell coattail go too long. And they got Jackson Dart waiting to step in. What's going on, Donald? Now tell me about what's going on with the Miami Dolphins. I see y'all picked up Rasul Butler. Y'all need the cornerback help. That's the thing about it. Miami Dolphins are looking for a lot of people to get cut to add to their team. Only due to injury. And that's one thing that the Cowboys did do better on, and that's leaving training camp healthy. Guyton will be back in the starting lineup. Terrence Steele will be back in the starting lineup. Dakota Prescott, of course, will be back in the starting lineup. Sam Williams will be back in action. The only one that we're waiting on is Overshawn, Agent Zero. And once Overshawn come back, that will take a different turn on the defense because he's a different type of animal. Now we're going to send one more shout out to my sponsors here before we end the show. I'd like to thank everybody for watching in because this is preseason. So look at my show as practice. Because when the real season starts, we're going to be coming back at you heavy with all the information you need. I got former NFL players that's going to step up to the mic. Now I want to send a shout out to Shell Williams at Custom Pleasures, Derrick Cheney at D&D Security. I also send a shout out to the mortgage broker, Jeremy Brooks. And of course, the man that helps you sleep at night, even if you got pain in your neck or your back, your ankles or your hands, give Jalen Ferguson a call at Alpha Performance and Fitness and Wellness. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show for me because this is preseason. We end in preseason. Wait until next week when we come back for week 1. Now, I'm going to do a show on that Tuesday, and I'm also going to do a show early on that Thursday, but I'll be from somewhere special, and I have a few people with me. So make sure you tune in. Not next week, but the week after next when the season starts. Keep your head up and your prayers up. Yeah, buddy. Just remember, I told you so.
Are you ready for some football? Football season's right around the corner. Guys, what better way to be in your backyard, watching football, watching the game, in your backyard? This could be you. Give me a call today. Let's get you in the home. That way you can also watch football in your backyard and throw the ball around. Give me a call today. I can get you in the home just in time, right before football season. I told you so.